And on your feet, and welcome the Engineers. Once again, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Rensselaer and Houston Fieldhouse for tonight's matchup between the Redhawks of Miami and your Rensselaer Engineers. Let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visitors from Miami, starting in the goal, number 35, Ryan McKay. At left defense, number 58, Louis Belpedio. At right defense, number 8, Matthew Cato. The starting forward line for Miami, at left wing, number 42, Connor Lemeron. At center for the Redhawks, number 7, Austin Zarnick. And at right wing, number 11, Riley Barber. The rest of the Miami Redhawks, their head coach is Enrico Blasi. Fans, tonight's RPI starting lineup brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts' new dark roast blend features a bold start and a smooth finish, just like your Engineers. And leading your Engineers on the ice tonight, the junior engineer, please welcome Nick Krag. Starting in the goal for RPI, a junior from Winnipeg, Manitoba, number 33, Jason Castor. At left defense, a junior from Williamsville, New York, number 24, Chris Bradley. At right defense, a junior from Oakville, Ontario, number 6, Phil Hampton. The starting forward line for the Engineers, at left wing, a freshman from Stockholm, Sweden, number 12, Victor Lilgren. At center, a junior from Bystrica, Slovakia, number 17, Milos Bubela. And at right wing, a sophomore from Rochester, New York, number 14, Riley Barbine. The rest of the Engineers, their head coach is Seth Appert. Assistant coaches, Brian Vines, Nolan Graham, and Mark Cavosa. And now we ask that you please rise and remove your hats for the playing of the Canadian National Anthem. Now we direct your attention to the box at the west end of the fieldhouse. Please welcome Miss Rachel Anderson, who will sing the national anthem of the United States of America.
Oh, Orban here on 91.5 FM, WRPI Troy. And Rob, welcome to the show here. Getting thrown right in, but it should be an exciting game. RPI playing one of the top 10 teams in the country.
Thanks, Perry. And yeah, it should be a good game here tonight. RPI lost their last contest at Harvard in Boston. It was a 6-2 defeat. The Engineers are looking to get back on track here tonight after losing their last 6 games. They haven't won since they beat New Hampshire. As the Engineers get ready to take the ice here, the starting lineups for the Engineers are number 12, Victor Lindgren, number 17, Milos Bubela, number 14, Riley Bourbonnais, and on defense, number 24, Chris Bradley, and number 6, Phil Hampton. The Engineers are coached by head coach Seth Appert, and assistant coaches Brian Vines and Nolan Graham and Mark Cavozzi. Starting in goal for the Engineers is number 33, Jason Kasdorf, and for the number 6 Miami Redhawks, Kevin Morris, Justin Greenberg, and Andrew Schmidt will start as forward, and number 58 Louis Belpedio and Matthew Cato will start on defense with Ryan McKay in goal. And the first period is underway here at the Houston Fieldhouse as the Redhawks dump it in, and for a quick cover by the Engineers goaltender. I'm sorry. Senior goaltender Scott Diebold has the start in net tonight for the Engineers. It's going to be very important here for the Engineers to get off to a good start after losing those last 6 games. They're going to have to find a way to build some momentum early in this first period and find a way to play without any of the frustration that we've seen plague them throughout a lot of these games. The Engineers win the faceoff and start and come out to center, and it's dumped in by number 12, Victor Lindgren. Behind the net is recovered by the Redhawks, and they move it up to the wing. The Redhawks look to skate it out to center by number 7, who moves it up to number 10. Into the corner they go. It's picked up behind the net by the RPI defense and moved out to number 13, Jared Wilson, who sends it across the ice and is bounced off the side boards. The Redhawks are able to clear up to number 9, Blake Coleman, who takes a hit, and puck bounces to the corner. Another hit in the corner from the Engineers. It's battling in the corner now on the sideboards, and now back behind the net once more. The puck's free in the end boards now. Can RPI get there? And they do not. The Redhawks keep the puck in, but only momentarily as the Engineers are able to break out of the zone. Into the corner they go, and swung around. A nice pinch on the left point, keeps the puck in the end, keeps the puck in the offensive zone for the Engineers by number 22, Bell. The Redhawks have the puck now and look to break out, and they just send it cross ice for an icing.
Dunkin' Donuts is proud to be the sponsor of tonight's Chuck-a-Puck. Purchase your puck before the end of the second period and participate in the Dunkin' Donuts Chuck-a-Puck competition.
At this break and play, we'd like to thank the Rensselaer Union, which provides funding for WRPI and all the club-related activities of the Institute, including WRPI's coverage of RPI hockey, football, and baseball. We'd like to remind you that WRPI is on the World Wide Web. Point your browser to WRPI.org and you can pick up WRPI's broadcast 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So long as WRPI is broadcasting, we will provide broadcasts on our internet feed. Once again, that is WRPI.org. So after a quick crash play by the Engineers, the faceoff will be once again to the left of Ryan McKay, the Redhawks goaltender. Tonight's referees are Brian Hicks and Peter Fiola, and tonight's linemen are Ryan Knapp and Michael Amatian. The Engineers control the faceoff down in the zone. Number 15, Jacob LaLiberte, battling hard. He's pressured by the Redhawks defense. Puck scoots out to the point, and a great keep by number 18, Travis Fulton, keeps the puck in the offensive zone for the Engineers, but the Redhawks quickly pick up the puck and move it out to center as they break in. Number 25, Blake Coleman, skates in and takes a shot that deflects out of play. Then the face-off will be to the left of senior Scott Diebold. And right now we've seen a lot of back and forth play as these teams try and feel each other out. Not a whole lot happening, a little bit of bumping and shoving, a little bit of physical play starting to pick up, but not a whole lot as these teams continue to try and get into the flow of the game. The Redhawks control the face-off and move it to the corner boards where it's fought for by the Engineers. As it comes up to the sideboards, the Redhawks are able to keep it in. Behind the net now, moves to the RPI defense who looks to move the puck out. Up to center ice for number 8, and there's an offsides as the Engineers tried to break into the zone. Been a lot of stoppages in play here, not a lot of continuous flow to the game. These teams really are looking to settle in, and especially for RPI, missing a lot of their players tonight due to injury and other scenarios, are really going to have to find a way to make these lines work for them. RPI wins the face-off and sends it deep into the zone where it is pressured on the forecheck by Riley Borbonais, who keeps it in and works behind the net now. Pressure by the Redhawks. He tries to wrap around and it shoots through the crease. Another shot from the sideboards goes through the crease. Engineers holding the puck in, keeps the puck at the top, and a shot is deflected out of play behind the Redhawks goaltender. Early in this first period, the shots are 1-1, with no real team having any good scoring opportunities. Once again, the face-off to the left of McKay, and the Engineers look to once again control the puck. They do not, as they lose the draw, but good pressure in the corner, holds it in momentarily, and the Redhawks send the puck into their own bench for a face-off once more to the left of goaltender Ryan McKay. Puck controlled by the Redhawks on the face-off, but the Engineers are able to gather the puck and send it back deep into the Redhawks zone. The Redhawks collect on the sideboards and move it up and out of the zone, where number 9, Sean Corrali, will look to move it into the zone. Into the Engineers corner, and they go with D to D behind the net. The Engineers now looking to move out of the zone, where number 25, Drew Melanson, will enter the zone. It's a great feed to the slot, but a great defensive play by the Redhawks eliminates scoring opportunity. Back on the break now, the Redhawks are in the Engineer zone, and the puck is thrown to the corner where it's picked up once more by the Engineers. A good forecheck keeps the puck in momentarily for the Redhawks, and once more it's held in by the Redhawks and sent back deep. The Redhawks look to cycle the puck low once more to their assistant captain, number 25, Blake Coleman, who looks to make something happen. He sends it over to the point for a one-timer that misses the net. The Engineers just looking to get the puck out now as they chop at the puck along the boards. It's a fight in the corner. A shot from the point, deflected, and a good save by Scott Diebold on the bouncing puck. Battled for in the corner once more. 2 Engineers on 2 Redhawks. The Redhawks win and get it out to the point once again. Number 23 takes a shot. A rebound is saved and covered by Scott Diebold. And now a little bit of a scruff in front of the net, in front of Diebold, as the Engineers didn't like the liberties the Redhawks may or may not have been taking with their goaltender. A little bit of pressure there from the Redhawks, getting some of the first real pressure and sustained pressure in the Rensselaer zone. The Engineers are going to have to do a better job of breaking out of the zone if they want to remain competitive in this game. And a quick face-off win goes right to the Redhawks, who walks in, and they score. That is number 11, Riley Barber, who takes the pass off the face-off and walks in and beats Diebold. It's an early start for the Redhawks, and the Engineers are going to have to find a way to bounce back here. The Redhawks just winning a basic face-off, moving it, and the defense unable to cover the eventual shooter and goal scorer, and Diebold unable to make the save. So now the face-off at center ice is won by the Engineers, and they move from D to D as number 24, Chris Bradley, dumps it into the zone for the Engineers. The Redhawks take the puck and look to break out. They move in with 4 skaters moving fast. Puck is deep in the Engineer zone, but good defensive play and pressure wins the puck back from the Engineers. They look to move out now. At center ice, Milos Bubela moves the puck deep into the Redhawks' ends. The puck comes out as it was not able to be kept in by Bell, who moves it across ice, but it is intercepted by the Redhawks, who takes a tumble, and some of the fans were looking for a tripping penalty that did not come there on the Redhawks. Puck shot back into the Engineer zone by the Redhawks, who collect the puck and regroup and try and move it up to center, where number 15, Jacob Liberté, tries to handle and move the puck into the zone, but stalls at the blue line. The Redhawks take control back over and move the puck back up to center ice and get the puck into the zone briefly before this move back out by the Engineers to center ice. The Engineers walk into the zone and hold and hold and hold. Moves back to the point, looking for a shot. A bouncing puck is saved by goaltender McKay. Puck comes back out to center ice for the Redhawks, who just dump it back into the zone and go for a change. One man on the puck for the Redhawks, and he wins the battle and slings it back out to the point. The Redhawks control now deep in the Engineer zone as number 5, Chris Joyot, controls only briefly as the Engineers are able to come up with the puck and turn it right back over, and the puck is sent deep back into the Engineer zone, but an icing is called. Shots on goal here in the first period are 4 shots for the University of Miami, and 2 for Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute. And that face-off comes all the way back down into the Engineer zone as the Redhawks look to continue to put pressure on the Engineers. The Engineers clear out of their own zone as Jake Wood looks to move the puck in the zone, but it is taken away by the Redhawks. The Redhawks controlled in their own zone and patiently move it D to D as they look to come out to center ice. Stumped in deep into the RPI corner and is retrieved by the RPI defense, Parker Reno, who looks to move it out. Puck squirts back into the slot. Into RPI slot and is collected by the RPI defense with no penalty. RPI looks to move into the zone, and they do so. A shot from the sideboards misses the net, and the Redhawks come out on the break. Moving back into the zone, they take another shot that misses the net. Who's going to get to the puck? It's going to be the Engineers, who move up and out, looking to move into the zone with speed. However, the puck is poked away, and the Redhawks clear the zone. The Engineers control and try and move the puck back in the zone once more. Dump deep into the corner where number 8 and number 8 for each team battle for the puck. The Redhawks come up with it and look to move out and start their own rush, but dump it once again into their own bench. Once more, I must apologize. It is indeed Jason Kasdorf in net for the Engineers instead of senior Scott Diebold.
Proud to support RPI hockey.
After the puck has gone out of play, the face-off will be to the left of Redhawks goalie Ryan McKay, where the Engineers will look to win a face-off and get some pressure in this zone. And the Redhawks are going to be tossed from the face-off, and a new center is going to come in, but they're able to win the face-off anyway. Puck is in the corner and moved up to the sideboards, where the Redhawks are able to move out of the zone. However, it's taken away briefly, and the Redhawks come back up with the puck and shoot and miss the net once more. Puck comes back out to center ice, where the Redhawks just dump it back into the zone, where it must be retrieved by the RPI defense. The RPI defense holds and looks to move out of the zone. A turnover luckily is not costly for the Engineers as they're able to clear the zone, but the Redhawks look to come right back with more pressure. The Redhawks retreat now, and a good play by the Engineers to force a turnover in the Redhawks zone, and a shot misses the net wide. The Redhawks look to pressure, and the Engineers have the puck as they start to move up to the red line and now into the zone. Puck is dumped deep, and Milos Rubella goes into the corner to try and retrieve it, where it's taken over by number 12, Victor Lindgren. Puck goes around the boards, and now it's moved out by the Redhawks. It's been a fight for the puck in the neutral zone so far this period, with a couple of turnovers happening early in this first half of the game, first half of this period. The Engineers look to move out now, breaking out, moving the puck up to the sideboards. Cross-ice pass goes to no one and does not go for an icing. The Redhawks retrieve and look to move out and start their own break. A good tip pass keeps the puck on the Redhawks tape as they move into the Rensselaer zone. Battle for the puck now behind the Rensselaer net as the Engineers are able to come up with it. And they move it back behind the net and then eventually up to the boards, and now they look to break out. A good strong pass gets out to center ice and the puck into the Redhawks zone, but only momentarily as the Redhawks take it away. The Redhawks now dump the puck into the Engineers corner. The Engineers try to break out and is taken away at center ice by the Redhawks. Number 58 for the Redhawks, Louis Belpedio, moves the puck up and into the zone where it's recovered by the Engineers. A pinch at the point keeps the puck in for the Redhawks, and a shot is saved by Kasdorf. Battle on the boards now for the puck, and the Redhawks once again come up with the puck and send a shot on goal that is saved by Kasdorf and deflects to the corner. The Engineers recover and move the puck behind the net and look to break out. A long pass up to center ice is tipped into the zone by number 27, Jake Wood. The Redhawks recover and break out once again. Louis Belpedio moving the puck up the zone. The Redhawks move into the zone now, 2-on-3, 2-on-5. The Rensselaer Engineers have numbers, and a puck that is deflected out of play off of a Miami Redhawks shot. So far, the Redhawks have been able to sustain pressure and really have the edge in this game, being up 6-2 in shots and winning a lot of the one-on-one battles that are characteristic of a team that is playing well and a team that is number 6 in the nation. Face-off now to the left of Jason Kasdorf is won by the Engineers. Puck moves behind the net and then up to the side boards. The Engineers look to get breakout, and they do. Puck moves up to the blue line where there's an offsides as Kenny Gillespie moves into the zone before the puck. Face-off is controlled by the Redhawks, who move back into their own zone to control the puck and look to break out again. The puck is tossed deep into the Engineers zone, where it is retrieved by the RPI defense. Battle for it now in the corner as the Engineers look to control and are held there by the Redhawks. Redhawks putting on a strong forecheck on the Engineers defense. The Engineers defense is able to control, and they look for a Hail Mary pass that is cut off by the Redhawks, and number 12, Alec Gasek at the blue line is tripped up by the Engineers. And the Engineers will take a tripping penalty on the play. That's going to be number 20, Jimmy DeVito, for tripping with 8:35 left in the period. It's going to be a big power play for the Redhawks here and a big penalty kill for the Engineers. This could be a big momentum swing for either team as the Engineers look to get some momentum back and the Redhawks look to build off of their goal that they've already scored. The Redhawks move into the zone with speed, and the puck is played to the corner by Kasdorf, and the Engineers are able to clear the puck all the way down where Ryan McKay must go behind his own net to retrieve the puck and set it up for the Redhawks breakout. Patient on the breakout, the Redhawks moved through center ice and just dump it into the zone where they look to retrieve the puck. The Engineers battle for the puck in the corner, still battling. 2-on-2, 3-on-2, and the Redhawks come up with the puck and move the puck to the point. A fake pass, a flake shot pass moves, and another shot by the Redhawks is saved by Kasdorf. The Redhawks look to move the puck back in, and a mishandle by number 11, Riley Barber, gives a chance for the Engineers to come up with the puck, but they aren't able to do so. Puck comes back to the point and out to the sideboards. An attempted pass through the slot is blocked by the Engineers, and the puck moves back to the corner where it is eventually cleared by the Engineers. Number 27, Scott Dornbrock of the Redhawks, sets up behind the net, and now the puck moves out with number 8, Cato, as he looks to move it into the zone. The Engineers hold the Redhawks at the blue line, but the Redhawks are able to keep the puck in the zone as they send it deep behind the net. Now the puck moves back out to the point, back to the sideboards, now back deep to the corner. The Redhawks are looking to set something up. Number 10 walks in, looks for a pass, takes a shot that's blocked by the Engineers and cleared. Great play there, great team defense by the Engineers, blocking a shot and then clearing the puck. But a quick break gets the Redhawks back into the zone, and the Engineers are able to cut it off. The Engineers look to clear the puck, and penalty is now over, but the Redhawks still control the puck in the Engineers zone. Good penalty kill by the Engineers of RPI. The Engineers look to move into the zone for themselves as Milos Rubella chases the puck into the corner, but the Redhawks are able to control the puck and flip it out to center, but the Engineers are able to take over. The Engineers look to set up behind their own net as Parker Reno holds, looking for an outlet pass. He moves the puck to the sideboards as the Engineers try to move up the ice with speed. A mishandled pass is taken over by the Redhawks, who send it back into the Engineers zone. However, briefly, as the Engineers are able to retain the puck and come back out. The Engineers send the puck back into the Redhawks zone on a delayed offsides and go for a change. The Redhawks look to move out, and now the puck is being battled for at center ice, where the Redhawks are able to come up with it and move into the zone and get a shot off on Kasdorf, which he makes a save as it deflects to the sideboards. Held in at the point by the Redhawks, who send it back deep, where it's taken over by number 22, Bradley Bell of the Engineers, who tries to move it up the boards, but a good pinch by the assistant captain, number 25, Blake Coleman of the Redhawks, keeps the puck in play. The Engineers gain control now and dump it into the zone. Puck is deep in the corner where the Engineers try to come up with the puck, but the Redhawks prevail. Flip play up the boards does not work as the Engineers are able to control the puck at their own blue line and now dump it back into the Redhawks zone. Deep in the corner, the Redhawks are able to take control of the puck and once again just toss it out of their own end, where it must be recovered by the Engineers, but hot on his tail is number 42, Connor Lemerande of the Redhawks, who has a great forecheck and causes a turnover, and now the Redhawks are able to take over, but they give it right back to the Engineers, who go back into their own zone to regroup and set up a breakout. Starting at their own blue line now, the Engineers look to dump the puck deep into the zone. However, it only gets halfway in, and the Redhawks are able to bring the puck right back out. The Redhawks dump the puck deep into the zone, where it's recovered by number 11 of the Redhawks, Riley Barber, who sends it back deep into the corner, where it's taken over by Milos Rubella of the Engineers, who loses the handle, and where it goes to Jason Kasdorf, who covers up for a face-off. Shots are 8-2 in favor of the Miami Redhawks, and the Engineers really have not had many looks to even try and attempt to get a shot off on the Redhawks goaltender. Face-off now to the left of Jason Kasdorf, as the Redhawks look to set up for a quick shot off the face-off, but the Engineers win the draw as the puck goes back behind the net. It's battled for by the Engineers and the Redhawks. The Engineers now look to move it out of their own zone, and they do so up to center ice, where it's taken over by number 7, Zach Schrader, who gets the puck in and keeps it in deep. He holds now and holds and sends it back to the corner, where it goes down and around for number 25, Drew Melanson. Drew Melanson now holding, and sends it back deep into the corner where it's taken over by the Redhawks and played by a high stick by the Engineers. That high stick is waved off as the Redhawks regain possession, and a great forecheck for the Engineers, sets up pass to the slot, and they could not get a shot off as great D from the Redhawks while they tied up the Engineers' sticks. The Engineers maintain control, however, and keep the puck deep in the zone. Schrader holding the puck, looking to find someone, looking for a pass, looking to find someone. He does. He walks into the puck. Oh, and through the crease, the puck goes in a diving save by McKay of the Redhawks. Prevents a goal for the Engineers. Puck comes back to the point where it's fired back at McKay, but misses the net wide. The Engineers still controlling. This is their first sustained pressure of the game. This is a great shift for this line of Melanson, Schrader, and number 18, Travis Fulton. They send the puck back into the corner, where now it is battled for. The Redhawks are able to come up with the puck, and they try and flip the puck out of their own zone, and a good pinch keeps the puck in momentarily for the Engineers, but it eventually moves back out to center ice, where Krapavesis takes over and dumps it back into the Redhawks zone. Good forecheck by La Liberté keeps the puck deep momentarily until the Redhawks are able to flip it back out to center, where there's a race for the puck and the Engineers prevail. The Engineers now deep in their own zone looking to break out, as they do, and La Liberté gets a stick on it to prevent icing as it goes deep into the Redhawks zone. The Redhawks regain possession of the puck and move it out, only to be taken back over by the Engineers at center ice. The Engineers now looking to move back into the Redhawks zone and throw a pass through center ice that was not touched and will go for an icing.
Dunkin' Donuts' new dark roast plan features a bold start and a smooth finish, just like your Engineers. Dunkin' Donuts proud to be the official coffee.
The face-off will come back down to the Engineer zone, where it will be to the left of Jason Kasdorf. The Engineers looking for a face-off win here and looking to come out of their zone quickly with 1:36 left in the period. Face-off is taken now by the Redhawks, who move the puck behind the net. They move the puck back up to the point where a shot is deflected back to the corner. Battle for in the corner, and the Redhawks trip up number 24 of the Engineers, Chris Bradley, drawing the tripping penalty for the Engineers. Huge part in the game. If the Engineers can look to get a power play goal here and tie the score up going into the first intermission, that'll be a huge momentum boost for the Engineers. That is number 25, Blake Coleman of the Redhawks, for tripping with 1:22 left in the period.
Miami penalty to number 25, Blake Coleman. He receives 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 18 minutes, 38 seconds. 25 of Miami Coleman on the trip.
The face-off in the Redhawks zone is won by the Redhawks, but controlled by the Engineers. Looking to set up the power play now. A slap pass goes through the zone and comes back out to the point where a wrist shot is thrown on goal, and McKay makes a save. The rebound is picked up and cleared by the Redhawks, where the Engineers will look to recover the puck. They do so and pick up the puck, and now they're looking to break out and move into the zone. At center ice now, Milos Rubella stick handles and carries the puck into the zone. Moves the puck to the point, and a slap shot goes right into the chest of McKay, who makes the save. Still controlled by the Engineers. Another slap shot, no slap shot from the point, as he holds and back to Krapavesis. He takes a wrist shot, which goes right into the belly of McKay, who holds for a face-off. This face-off will be to the right of goaltender Ryan McKay with 28 seconds left in the period. The score still 1-0 here, as the Engineers are looking to get a point back in this final period on the power play. 18 seconds now as the Engineers look to get up ice. They enter the zone and dump the puck back up, and a good hold by number 27, Jake Wood, keeps the puck in play for the Engineers, but it is taken over by the Redhawks and dump back out of the zone. 3 seconds now, and that should do it for the first period here at the Houston Fieldhouse. So at the end of the first period, the shots on goal are 6 shots for the Miami Redhawks, and that's 8 shots for the Redhawks and six shots for the Engineers. The Redhawks hold a severe advantage in faceoffs, winning 14 of the 19 faceoffs that have occurred, and the penalties are each team having 1 penalty for tripping for 2 minutes. Miami is up 1-0 at the end of the first period. Really controlling this game, other than that one brief shift where the Engineers really put the pressure on.
Or call them at 276-6262. The Engineers, thank you for your support. Hey, we direct your attention to center ice. Tonight's contestants, Carl Backus and Wyatt Brown, each get 3 shots. Whoever makes the most goals will win a gift card to Riot's Wake. Let's give them a round of applause. Carl Backus and Wyatt Brown. We ready? Shoot at the net, not the Zamboni door. There we go. There's one. And we do have a winner. Let's have a round of applause. Carl Backus, Wyatt Brown, our 2 contestants tonight in the Ryan's Wake puck shooting contest. Our winner gets a gift card to Ryan's Wake in downtown Troy. Hey fans, while you're up and about, visit the Engineers Pro Shop, located across from the concession stand behind Section 2. They offer kids' shirts, long and short sleeves, fitted hats, pint glasses, game pucks, and more. Stop by, check out all the RPI gear. And if you want to shop online, visit the official online store for Rensselaer Athletics at rpifanshop.com. The National Grid Foundation has partnered with RPI Athletics to bring local schools in Troy the Shoot for the Stars program. RPI Athletics would like to thank the National Grid Foundation for their support of local youth and our community. We invite you to head downtown after the game. Check out the new pub kitchen at Ryan's Wake. RPI Men's Hockey would like to thank the following sponsors: Moe's, GE, Sefcu, CDPHP, The Ruck, Boucher and Clark Financial Group, Janney, Montgomery Scott, Price Chopper, AFSCO Fence, Yankee Trails, Red Front Pizza, Tri-City Rentals, Dunkin' Donuts, Army, Troy Cabinet Makers, Ben and Jerry's, Warren W. Fain, William J. Keller and Sons Construction, and Tri-City Valley Cats, all proud sponsors of RPI Hockey.
This is Rob Orban, live once more from the Houston Fieldhouse in Troy, New York, on the campus of Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, as the engineers of RPI are taking on the Redhawks of the Miami Redhawks, who have a current 1-0 lead over the engineers. This is Engineer Hockey on 91.5 FM WRPI Troy. And we would like to thank the Rensselaer Union, which provides the funding for WRPI and all the club-related activity of the Institute, including WRPI's coverage of RPI hockey, football, and baseball. WRPI is on the World Wide Web. Point your browser to WRPI.org and pick up WRPI's broadcast 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So long as WRPI is broadcasting, we will provide the broadcast on our internet feed. Once again, that is WRPI.org. We would like to remind you that WRPI Sports is seeking current RPI students to make live calls of RPI athletic events such as this one. There are opportunities this season to get on the air for men's and women's hockey. For more information or to express interest, contact us at wrpisports@rpi.edu. As both teams come back onto the ice here at the Houston Fieldhouse, getting ready for this second period, they're both going to be looking to gain momentum and build off their momentum that they had coming into this period. Miami, with a 1-goal lead, is going to be looking to build on that lead, and RPI has a brief remainder of their power play left in order to have an opportunity to even the score. It's going to be very important for RPI to find some offense here in this period, as they were really not terribly outshot, but they were really lacking in opportunities in the first period. And I think that line of Drew Melanson, Zach Schrader, and Jake Wood have to find a way to get the puck in deep and find another good shift and hopefully come out with a goal here in this second period. And we are set for the puck drop here at the Houston Fieldhouse, as the Redhawks win the draw and retreat to their own end, where they are pressured heavily by the engineers, including Milos Bubela and Jacob Liberté in the corner, battling for the puck. Still battling, and the puck remains in the corner. Milos Bubela plays it back to the corner, where Liberté looks to move it up to the slot. And it comes out to the point, and a deflected shot! It goes from the engineers. A great play by the engineers there, as La Liberté and Milos Bubela fought for the puck and kept the puck in the zone, where La Liberté was able to move it up to the point, where it came to Melanson, who fired a shot on goal, where it was tipped and beat the Redhawks goalie, Ryan McKay. After the center ice face-off, the Redhawks dump the puck into the Engineers zone, who try and move it out of the zone, but is kept in and now handled by Drew Melanson, who skates the puck up through the ice and is decked at the high slot by the Redhawks, who start the other way. And now at center ice, they battle for the puck as it is dumped into the Redhawks zone, where it is flipped back out and once again controlled by the Engineers, who look to move the puck in deeper still. The Redhawks control and move the puck D to D, and now through the neutral zone as they look to come in on a 3-on-2 with speed. Moving in, and a sprawling save is made by Kasdorf as the net comes off, and a face-off will be to the right of Jason Kasdorf. RPI's goal is going to be scored by Chris Bradley. Is credited Chris Bradley. I apologize, I believe I said Melanson. It is Chris Bradley will get the goal unassisted for the Engineers. The face-off is now won by the Engineers, who control in their own corner, but pressured by the Redhawks. Bubella able to corral the puck for a moment, where it is taken back by Lee, who moves the puck back out to the point for a shot to miss the net wide of Kasdorf. Picked back up by the Redhawks, who look to move it back out to the point, and now held and walked back in briefly, where it can be taken back over by the Engineers, but poked back into the zone by the Redhawks. Engineers struggling to get out of their own end now. As the Redhawks go to change, it looks to be an opportunity for the Engineers to get out of their zone, which they do, but it's taken right back at the red line by the Redhawks, and once again turned over and taken by the Engineers. And a turnover by the Engineers gives a breakaway to the Redhawks, and a tripping penalty on the breakaway. I'm sorry, a hooking penalty is going to be called, I believe, on number 14, Riley Bourbonnais of the Engineers, as the Redhawks were in on the break. Saved by Kasdorf prevented a goal, but the Engineers will be shorthanded for a hooking penalty with 18 minutes left in the period on the Engineers. This is the second power play opportunity for the Redhawks. The Engineers had a good kill on their first opportunity, and they'll look to do the same. The face-off is won by the Redhawks, but goes all the way back down to their zone, where they must go behind their own net to retrieve the puck. They look to break out now as they come through the zone with speed and look to get the puck in deep, and a quick shot by the Redhawks, number 11. Riley Barber is swallowed up by Kasdorf, and a face-off will ensue to the left of the Engineers netminder. The Redhawks are able to win the face-offs, and they move point to point, where a slap shot is saved by Kasdorf, and the puck comes to the sideboards, where it is cleared by the Engineers. Puck played by the goaltender, Ryan McKay, out to his defenseman, and who leaves it back around once more. Good pressure on the Engineers' forecheck on this penalty kill, takes away some time from the Redhawks on their power play opportunity. Redhawks now moving into the zone. A mishandle, though, allows the Engineers to try and move the puck up to the boards to no avail, where the captain, number 7, Austin Zarnik, keeps the puck in, and now the puck is at the point. Moves back down to the corner, where they move it into the slot. And it comes back out to the point. Again, point to point for number 11 once more, and a quick shot hits the bottom of the net on the outside, and a sliding Kasdorf slides into his own posts, dislodging the net from its moorings, and we will have a face-off in the Engineer zone. 56 seconds left on this power play for the Redhawks, as the game is tied 1-1 with 16 minutes and 55 seconds left here in the second period. And the Redhawks are going to get tossed from the face-off circle, and Murphy will come in to take the draw for Corrali. The Engineers try and win it forward and are not able to, and the puck comes to the corner. Battled for in the corner, where the Redhawks are trying to outnumber the Engineers, and the puck comes out to the point. Stays at the point where they cycle the puck. They look to walk in now and takes a shot, and his slap shot is swallowed up by Kasdorf and covered. Excuse me. This Redhawks power play has been generating some shots, but not a whole lot of real chances. Even on that one where Kasdorf was sliding hard, it was not as close as it might have appeared to be. The shot came late and missed the net. This face-off is now won by the Engineers, who look to clear, which they do as number 7, Zach Schrader, dumps it into the Redhawks zone. The Engineers control the puck as it comes back out and look again to dump it back into the zone, where McKay must go behind his own net and corral the puck. The Redhawks now coming out of their zone with speed as it looks to be carried in by number 9, Sean Corrali. He moves the puck in deep to the corner. He still holds and tries to bank it around the boards to his defenseman, but it is picked off by number 7, Zach Schrader, who moves into the zone. He's got help. He toe dags and takes a shot, which is blocked by the Redhawks and doesn't find its way to the net. Another good penalty kill from the Engineers as they stifle the Redhawks power play opportunity. Puck being battled for now in the neutral zone as the Redhawks come up with it briefly and move it into the zone. And a turnover gives the puck right to number 7, but he misses the net. Number 7, Austin Zarnik of the Redhawks, wide open in the slot, all alone, and misses the net. And the Engineers come back the other way, and a shot is swallowed up by Ryan McKay, the Redhawks goaltender, who holds on for a face-off. Face-off will be to the right of McKay as the teams change, and the line of Wood, Gillespie, and Bokenfor come onto the ice for the Engineers. The Redhawks win the faceoff and look to come out with speed. They get the puck in deep, but are stopped briefly by the Engineers' defense, and the puck comes back out to the Redhawks' point, where it just gets sent back into the corner. The Redhawks now still looking to control, but the puck bounces to the Engineers, who move it behind their own net and now look to move out of their own zone. At their own blue line, the Engineers will look to move it forward, but it is taken over by the Redhawks and then turned back over once more to the Engineers, who move into the Redhawks zone. Behind the net now and into the corner, the Redhawks and the Engineers go battling for possession of the puck. The Redhawks are able to come up with it, and at center ice, number 25, Blake Coleman, stick handles into the Engineer zone, where he's met by 3 RPI defenders. Coleman keeps the puck in the net and finds number 22, Kevin Morris, briefly, and is taken away by the Engineers. And Milos Bubela looks to skate the puck out of the zone. Still has the puck at center ice, and he circles back now, looking for an outlet. He finds number 14, Riley Bourbonnais on the wing. And Bourbonnais goes down, and the crowd wants a penalty, but there will not be one as the puck comes back into the zone of the Engineers. Gathered in the corner, now moved up to the wing. The Engineers, it goes off an Engineers skate, and the Redhawks are able to bank it back into the zone. Engineers now move into the Redhawks zone, and a backhand is put on net, where a rebound pops out briefly, and the Redhawks are unable to control it. Now they gather and look to move out of the zone, but a great keep by number 25, Drew Melanson, keeps the puck in the zone for the Engineers. He holds and cycles. He finds, looks to the point, now moves to number 6 at the point, who looks for a tip in the zone, but it goes through the high slot. Now, the Redhawks coming the other way. It's a 4-on-3. They have numbers. They'll skate behind the net. Good job by the Engineers taking away the passing lanes, as the Redhawks had numbers coming into the zone. But the Redhawks keep the puck in the zone and now move it deep to the corner. The Engineers pressuring in the corner, trying to win the puck back, but they cycle deep into the zone, and a blind pass thrown through the slot bounces out to center ice, where the Redhawks must recover and try again. The Redhawks try to dump it deep, but it is cut off by number 6, Phil Hampton, which causes the puck to go the other way, and a pass goes through the crease and was unable to be put into the net by the Engineers, but there is a penalty coming for hooking. That's going to be number 5 of Miami, Chris Joyoff, for hooking with 12 minutes and 53 seconds. left in the second period. This is a huge opportunity for the Engineers now, as they're going to get a power play after having already evened up the score. They're going to have 2 minutes here to try and take the lead over this number 6 ranked Miami Redhawks team. Redhawks win the draw and try and send it out, which they're able to do, and the puck goes all the way down, where the Engineers corral the puck and look to break out. Pressured by the Redhawks, they send it back into their own corner, where it's once again controlled by the Redhawks on a good forecheck by the Redhawks. And the Engineers move back out now and get the puck in deep. Melanson will look to work in the corner, but the Redhawks come up with the puck and fire it all the way back down the ice, where the Engineers will once again have to regroup. Jared Wilson holds the puck and drops it for number 19, Michael Prapavesis. Prapavesis skates the puck out of his own zone and drops it now for Drew Melanson. Melanson looks to stick handle into the zone and has the puck taken away by the Redhawks defense, which send it back down the ice, where Kasdorf will set it up once again for number 19, Prapavesis. Skating the puck out of his zone now, Prapavesis puts it to the side for Milos Bubella, who throws it back through the neutral zone to number 24, Bradley. Bradley, the goal scorer for the Engineers, gets the puck in deep, where it's looked to be played by Bubella, who gets it out to the point. At the point now, sent back in deep to Bubella. Bubella looking, working with the puck, trying to hold. Puck comes back out to the sideboards, back down to Bubella. Bubella's holding, works the puck back up to number 6, Phil Hampton of the Engineers. Phil Hampton winds, fakes the shot, sends it back deep. The Redhawks are able to control the puck momentarily, but will they be able to clear? They fan on the slap shot to get it out of the zone, and the Engineers control the puck. The puck moves over to number 15, La Liberté, who fumbles the puck a bit, but is able to hold on. But a play by the Redhawks gets the puck out of the zone and off of La Liberté's stick. 10 seconds left in this power play now, and the Engineers are at the red line looking to move back in. Schrader dumps the puck in, 2-1. This power play is now over. The Redhawks look to get the puck out of their zone, but it is kept in briefly, but then taken back over by the Redhawks. But once again, taken back over by the Engineers, where Prapavesis looks for a shot, but he holds. He works back up to the top, finds an open man who has his stick break on the shot. Tough luck there for the Engineers, but they take it right back. A good handle. Oh, wow, what an opportunity for the Engineers. Still another great opportunity as the Engineers hold the puck, but a sprawling save by McKay keeps the puck out of the net. Puck still in the Redhawks zone as they try and come out of their defensive end. Puck enters the Engineers zone now just at the blue line, but they're able to send it back down the ice. And there is a stoppage in play, as there appeared to be a bit of words being had in front of the Redhawks bench between two of the players. This faceoff will come back down into the Engineers zone now to the left of Kasdorf, as the Redhawks look to get on the offensive with an offensive zone faceoff win, and the Engineers look to come out of their own zone. Slight delay while Broken Six are cleared from the ice, but now we're ready to get started as the Engineers win the draw. They take it behind their own net and look to skate out. Flipped up the boards, and the Engineers stumble on the boards and do not control the puck. Puck is dumped back in and stopped by Kasdorf, and a mishandle by the Engineers defense leads to a turnover in the slot, and the Redhawks are able to put the puck in the net past Kasdorf. A bad handle there behind the net by the Engineers leads to a turnover, and right place, right time for the Redhawks, who are able to get the puck right in the slot, pretty much wide open all by themselves, as the puck comes right out of the scrum to number 33, Andrew Schmidt, who puts the puck in the back of the net. With 9 minutes and 45 seconds left to go here in the second period, Miami takes a 2-1 lead over the RPI Engineers. Face-off controlled at center ice by the Engineers, who look to start it back into the Miami zone. Puck is now in deep in the corner, but Miami is able to control. They'll flip the puck out of their own zone where a breaking man looks to pick up the bouncing puck. Back into the Redhawks zone it goes as the Redhawks recover and move it out up their sideboards and look to come out of their zone. A strong pass through the center ice is tipped into the zone by number 7, Austin Zarnik. He holds and tries to feed the puck back up to the point and is cut off by Chris Bradley. Puck works its way back down now to the other corner where the Redhawks still control. Engineers trying to put pressure on as Bubella is harassing number 11, Riley Barber, but the Redhawks still control, and a pass into the slot is cleared away by the Engineers. A shot now as Kasdorf makes a blocker save and puts it into the corner. Behind the net now, Bubella working on Riley Barber once again, and the Redhawks control and move the puck back out to number 27 at the point. Scott Dornbach takes a shot that misses the net wide. The Engineers looking to clear their zone now, but they cannot. Once again, back out to Dornbach. Who takes a shot now, and it bounces off some shin pads and deflects to the corner. Redhawks still controlling. Fire a shot on net that is saved by Kasdorf and bounces once again right back out to the Redhawks. Engineers unable to come up with the puck here, and they finally come up with the puck and barely get the puck out of their zone, but the Redhawks regroup right at center ice, and the Engineers are forced to make a change, and they only get 2 men off the ice. This line is tired now for the Engineers, and they really need to get a change. A great play by Bubella to force the puck out at the point, gets it to number 8, Kenny Gillespie, who takes a shot on goal and misses the net wide, and right back the Redhawks come. And a quick shot on goal is fired by the Redhawks, and an easy save is made by Kasdorf, and he will cover up for the face-off, which the Engineers were in severe need of. A lot of pressure there from the Redhawks. The Engineers needed that stoppage to get settled down. Even though they got fresh legs on the ice, they still needed to get reset. This faceoff is now won by the Redhawks and controlled by number 12, Alex Gasek in the corner. He moves the puck up to the point, and a one-time shot is fanned on, but still the puck is controlled and kept in by the Redhawks. Is number 10, Alex Weidman, who moves it to Sean Corrali, who works in the zone now. Puck comes back out to the point, back to the center. And a rebound is tried to be hammered home by the Redhawks, and the goal light has gone on, but there is no signal from the goaltender, from the referee, and play continues. I don't think the puck ever went across the goal line. I don't think that was ever in question there, but the goal light did come on. But play still continues as the Redhawks still have the puck in their Engineer zone, and the Engineers clear on a falling play from number 4, Craig Bokenfor. But the Redhawks are able to come right back in, but they turn the puck over, and a sloppy pass and a potential breakout for the Engineers comes back to the Redhawks, where they will regroup in their own zone and look to come right back into the Engineer zone and attack. Number 27, Jake Wood, controls the puck for the Engineers and moves it to number 2, Parker Reno, who dumps it into the zone. Icing is waved off and picked up. The puck is now picked up by the Redhawks, who look to dump it out. And this puck will go for an icing. No, I'm sorry. This stoppage of play is going to be a penalty on number 13 of RPI, Jared Wilson, for interference. Jared Wilson, 2 minutes for interference with 6 minutes and 3 seconds left to play in this second period. On a play that appeared to have been, would be most likely an icing, Jared Wilson takes an interference penalty and gives this Miami team a power play advantage in a game in which they are already up 2-1. A bad penalty there for the Engineers, a bad time to take a penalty there as the Redhawks look to set up in the offensive zone behind the net. Looking for a shot now, and a shot is blocked by number 6, Phil Hampton, on defense for the Engineers. Phil Hampton now working for the puck in the zone, in the corner against the Redhawks. The Redhawks get the puck back out of the point and send a shot on net that is blocked by their own player. A breaking Schrader was looking for a bounce pass out of the zone, but the Redhawks kept it in and were able to move the puck to the high circle where they blast a shot home to go up 3-1 on this RPI team. Kasdorf making the effort to get over, sprawling out, giving all he could, just couldn't get there as the shot was absolutely drilled into the back of the net by the Redhawks.
The previous play is under review.
Looks like they're going to take a second look at this goal, however, and review this goal. I'm not quite sure why. The net did come off on the play. Maybe they're checking to see if the net came off before the puck entered the net, which it does. It does appear that the net was coming off before the puck crossed the goal line. However, I do believe the puck would have gone in regardless. It'll be interesting what happens on this one here. Pending this review, Miami still has a 2-1 lead on a goal by Riley Barber and Andrew Schmidt. RPI's own goal comes from Chris Bradley. Those 3 goals coming in the first period. I'm sorry, the second Miami goal came in the second period. And it looks as though this goal is going to stand for the Redhawks. So with 5 minutes and 24 seconds left, the Miami Redhawks take a 3-1 lead in the second period. The Engineers now looking to find a response, but the Redhawks come back out. The Redhawks enter the zone and control the puck. They send it to the corner where it can be controlled by the Redhawks momentarily before the Engineers take over. The Engineers look to move it up to their half boards and bounce it out to center ice. Travis Fulton now working to get the puck into the zone, gets it to the blue line where Prapavesis can move the puck further still. Bourbonnais looks to put a hit on the Redhawks behind the net, but he might have taken the worst of that one as the Redhawks come back out of their own zone. And a big hit is put on number 10 of the Redhawks, Alex Weidman. And another hit comes along the sideboards to the right of the Redhawks bench as the bodies are starting to fly in this game as the Engineers start to show their frustrations. Number 20, Jimmy DeVito, is going to take a penalty on this play, as well as number 9, Sean Corrali of the Redhawks is also going to be assessed a minor penalty on this play with 4:36 remaining left in the second period. Question now, is this going to be a coincidental minors, or looks like it's going to be 4-on-4? So we'll have 4-on-4 hockey for 2 minutes here in the closing minutes of the second period. Shots on goal are 19 for Miami and 12 for the Rensselaer Engineers. The penalties are interference for DeVito and hitting after the whistle for Corrali. Engineers control the puck after the face-off and work behind their own net, looking for an option to break out. They play pass and catch behind their own net and eventually have the puck taken away, and a centering pass is tipped away on a good defensive play by Bradley, stifling a one-timer opportunity for the Redhawks. The Redhawks now regain control in their own zone and they look to break out. They look to move into the zone with speed, and a shot is fired by number 14, Cody Murphy, on Kasdorf, who corrals the puck in his chest and holds for a face-off. 3 minutes and 59 seconds left here in the second period, and 1 minute and 23 seconds left on the penalties. where we will have 4-on-4 hockey. The Engineers really need to look to capitalize on this 4-on-4 opportunity by using the open space and getting some of their faster guys on the ice and looking to create some offense in this 4-on-4 situation. A bad pass by the Redhawks causes it to come out of the zone where they retreat into their own end to regroup. Milos Bubela puts on a good forecheck, which causes the Redhawks to turn the puck over, and now the Engineers look to move back out as Prapavesis can't control the puck at the center ice and turns it back over. But the Redhawks give it right back to the Engineers, and once again Prapavesis looks to move the puck to Melanson, who stick handles in and turns the puck over to the Redhawks. The Redhawks trying to break out now. They have numbers. It's 3-on-2 with one man trying to come back. They drop the puck and move the puck down to below the circle, behind the net. He finds a man coming late from the slot. Nothing comes of it as they move to the side, but now it's back up to the slot. They throw it back to the corner where Bubela tries to corral the puck, but it is controlled by the Redhawks. Back out to the point, the Engineers are able to control, where number 13, Jared Wilson, looks to send the puck back in deep where it's chased by Bubela. Bubela in the corner now, battling with number 8 of the Redhawks, who sends it back around the corner, but is still able to be controlled by the Engineers. A pass is deflected and it comes back out to center ice where the Engineers control. A tipped puck forces the Engineers to retreat briefly, but Bubela is able to move it up to Jake Wood, who gets it into the zone, but it's just him in the zone now as the Redhawks look to break out once more. These penalties are over now, and we have 2:23 left in this period. In the Engineer zone, in the corner, the two teams battle for the puck, and it moves up to the sideboards where the Engineers are able to break out. Jake Wood stick handles in and finds a breaking Engineer player for a shot that goes nowhere. Back in the corner, Wood trying to control. Working behind the net, he turns, looking for someone to get the puck to, tries to throw a puck through the slot, and it goes to no one except for the Redhawks. The Redhawks control now behind their own net. They move it up to their own half boards where they look to break out. The puck is just dumped in by the Redhawks, and they will go for a change as the Engineers go behind their own net to retrieve the puck and move out of their zone. And Bell loses an edge there, and the Redhawks are able to come up with the puck and keep the puck deep in the Engineers zone. Again, a pinch keeps the puck in the zone for the Redhawks, where it comes behind the net for number 9, Sean Corrali. Corrali now works his way up to the point where he sends a pass to the other point, and a shot on Kasdorf is put up into the netting, and we will get a stoppage of play and a face-off in the Engineers zone. The score is 3-1 here, with Miami leading over the Engineers of Rensselaer with 1 minute and 15 seconds left in the second period. Face-off controlled by the Engineers as they move it behind the net and look to come out, and now they go back behind their net one more time, and they come out with a pass to the blue line, which is then dumped into the Redhawks zone. The Engineers chase and look to come up with the puck, and the Redhawks are able to control. 50-50 puck is won by the Engineers briefly and poked around to the other side, where the Redhawks are able to come up with the puck. A big hit by number 4. Craig Bokenford keeps the puck in the zone for the Engineers. Prapavesis gets the puck at the blue line and sends it back to the corner. Battled for in the corner now by both teams. But the Redhawks are able to bring the puck back out to center briefly, where the Engineers regain control and come back into the zone. Dumped into the corners with 16 seconds left in this period. The Redhawks control and move the puck to the sideboards, but Prapavesis keeps the puck in on a pinch. He looks to find number 12, Victor Lilgren, who takes a shot, which is saved by McKay. And as the period comes to an end, the Miami Redhawks find themselves up 3-1 over the Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute Engineers. Shots in the game now are 21-13 in favor of the Redhawks of Miami. The Engineers are 1 for 2 on the power play, and Miami is 1 for 3 on the power play. Faceoffs were a little better for the Engineers in that period. However, they still trailed drastically, having lost 24 faceoffs and only having won 12. Their ability to control the puck has not been there tonight, and Miami has been able to dictate play in the face-off circle, allowing them to remain in control of the puck. So at the end of the third period, we see, at the end of the second period, we see a period in which the frustrations of the Engineers started to come out a bit. They, took a bad penalty that ended up costing them and going down 3-1, where they were in a game that was a 2-1 game. Now they've got 20 minutes to come up with 2 goals without allowing Miami to score at all. And that's going to be a tough task in this game where Miami has really dictated the play and the Engineers have struggled to find real, true scoring opportunities. The Redhawks of Miami 3, the Engineers of RPI 1. Of Engineer Hockey on 91.5 FM WRPI Troy.
Bookstore, Rensselaer Honda, Chipotle, Domino's Pizza, The United Group, Freihofer's, Turner Construction, Saratoga Eagle Sales and Service, and National Grid, all proud sponsors of RPI Hockey. Hey fans, remember tomorrow night, Autism Awareness Night. RPI Hockey will be wearing special jerseys supporting this great cause. All proceeds from the jersey sale will benefit the Albany Autism Society. Purchase your tickets at the Houston Fieldhouse box office, online, or by calling 276-6262.
This is Rob Orban live once more from the Houston Fieldhouse, site of the game between the Redhawks of Miami and the Engineers of RPI in Troy, New York, on the campus of Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute. The Redhawks are currently in the lead by a score of 3-1 and have been dominating most aspects of this game. This is Engineer Hockey on WRPI Troy, and we would like to thank the Rensselaer Union, which provides the funding for WRPI and all club-related activity of the Institute, including WRPI's coverage of RPI hockey, football, and baseball. WRPI is on the World Wide Web. Point your browser to WRPI.org and you can pick up WRPI's broadcast 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So long as WRPI is broadcasting, we will provide the broadcast on our internet feed. Once again, that is WRPI.org. WRPI Sports is currently seeking RPI students to make live calls of RPI athletic events such as this one. There are opportunities this season to get on the air for men's and women's hockey. For more information or to express interest, contact us at wrpi-sports@rpi.edu. And the teams have taken the ice here now for the third period. And right now for Miami, it's a game of playing with the lead and maintaining that lead and keeping their composure and playing like the number 6 team in the nation. For the Engineers, they need to generate offense, bottom line. They need to not settle for shots. They need to find a way to produce scoring opportunities. They need to get some bodies in front of goaltender Ryan McKay. They need to get pucks to the net. And they need to find a way to find motivation to win these one-on-one battles and be better in the face-off circle if they want to come back and get back in this game in this final 20 minutes of play. And as the fourth member of the officiating crew comes onto the ice, we should be ready to start this third period here in just a moment. The centers come to the face-off dot, and the puck is dropped, and the Engineers take control of the puck and dump the puck in from center ice, deep into the Redhawks zone. Chases the Engineers into the corner. Now trying to win the puck, and the puck comes out to the Redhawks defense, and they move the puck out of their own zone. From the red line, they dump the puck in behind Jason Kasdorf, where it's corralled by Bradley. Bradley moves the puck up briefly, and a shot bounces off the outside of the net. Bubella turns the puck over, and it comes out to the slot. Luckily, the RPI defense is there, and they are able to come back out the other way as Liljegren carries it in the slot and takes a shot that misses the net wide. The Redhawks are able to clear out to center ice where they control the puck. Skating through the neutral zone now as they look to pass into the zone and walk deeper into the zone and get the puck into the corner, but it is taken away by number 22, Bradley Bell. The Engineers now look to come up the ice, and a puck is out of the reach of number 25, Drew Melanson, as this play will go down for icing, and the face-off will come back to the right of Jason Kasdorf. Engineers win this face-off and control the puck in their corner, but it's battled for by the Redhawks, who take the puck away. Behind the net now they try a wraparound, and the puck comes through the crease and back out to the point. Keeps the puck at the point, and a shot is fired wide of the net, but it comes back right back to the point, and another shot is fired wide and will careen around the boards and come all the way back down into the Redhawks, and where it is chased after by Melanson, who makes a play on the puck and keeps the puck in the corner. The Redhawks retain the puck, though, and move out of their own zone. At the red line, the Redhawks look to move in, and now at the blue line carries the puck through the zone, and a puck comes right through right to the Redhawks offense, but the puck ends up in the corner. Redhawks still controlling now, take a hit from number 13 of the Engineers, Jared Wilson, and the puck comes to the sideboards. Wilson behind his own net now, corrals the puck and tries to throw it up the boards, but it is kept in by the Redhawks. And the referee puts his arm up, and a penalty will come on the hit as number 2 of the Redhawks, Taylor Richard, looks to be shaken up. And number 13 of the Engineers, Jared Wilson, will make his way to the sin bin. Wilson, 2 minutes for boarding with 17 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in this third period, where the Miami Redhawks lead the RPI Engineers 3-1. Face off to the left of Jason Kasdorf. Engineers on the penalty kill, looking to kill another penalty, which they've done pretty well tonight. Redhawks control the face-off and work the puck up to the point. Now down low and into the slot, and a shot misses the net. Kasdorf never saw it. The Redhawks control and look to get to the puck back out to the point where the Redhawks will walk in, but a deflected pass goes behind the net. But the Redhawks control at the corner and find someone in the high slot. Now back, working the puck. The puck goes behind the net, and the Engineers are able to tip the puck up along the boards, and Bubella is able to clear the zone on goal, where McKay must control a bouncing puck, and he is able to do so as the Redhawks work their way back out of their zone. The Redhawks deep into the Engineers zone now as number 11, Riley Barber, carries it deep, and the Engineers pick his pocket and send the puck back down the ice. McKay holding onto the puck and plays it up to number 27, Scott Dornbrock, who calmly brings it back down below his own net and will start the break from behind McKay. At the red line now, number 10, Alex Weidman looks to carry in and gets the puck in deep to the corner. Back out to the point. It goes from point to point and now back behind the net once more. Puck pops back out to the slot where a clearing attempt is foibled by the Redhawks. This time, however, the Engineers are able to get the puck in the corner and clear, but not before the Redhawks come right back, and an errant pass by the Redhawks goes all the way down the ice for icing. Face-off now to the left of McKay is won by the Redhawks and controlled in there behind the net. They move the puck out with speed as they look to carry into the zone. Number 9, Sean Corrali, drives through the corner, and the puck is taken away by the Engineers briefly and played with a high stick, and a whistle will be called as number 6 of the Engineers, Phil Hampton, touched up on the high stick, and the face-off will be to the left of Jason Kasdorf as a result of a high stick. 14 seconds left in the Miami power play, and 16 minutes and 3 seconds left here in the third period, with Miami continuing to lead 3-1. A shot from the point bounces and is deflected on goal, and Kasdorf is able to corral the puck in his glove and holds for a face-off, and the Engineers will get a change here as they change 3 of their players, leaving number 24, Chris Bradley, on the ice for the remainder of this penalty kill. The Engineers win the face-off and are able to clear the zone before the penalty expires, and La Liberté puts pressure deep in the Redhawks zone, but the Redhawks are able to come out and get as far as center ice before the puck is taken away by the Engineers. La Liberté sends the puck into the corner where it is picked up and moved to the point, and now back to the corner. Number 20, Jimmy DeVito, works in the corner against the Redhawks defense as he tries to keep the puck, but number 7 of the Redhawks, Austin Zarnik, is able to come away with it. Prapavesis is able to come up with the puck at the red line and send it back into the Redhawks zone where it can be controlled by the Engineers in the corner. And a pass comes through the slot and was unable to be finished off by any of the Engineers. Back the Redhawks come as they look for a crossing man and a collision in the Engineers zone, but the Engineers are the other way. The Redhawks now take the puck and come back out as it's a one-on-one, and they take a shot and miss the net high, and the puck careens back out to center ice where the Redhawks control and look to move back in. The Redhawks now at the sideboards take a shot on net and is kicked away by Kasdorf. Picked up by the Engineers, who lose an edge once again and must retreat into their own zone and go D to D. Puck bounces over the stick of number 2, Parker Reno, and allows the Redhawks to send it as far as the blue line where the Rensselaer Engineers must regroup and ship it back deep into the Redhawk zone. Engineers now fighting for the puck in the corner, and the puck squirts out in front of McKay, but no one is there, and the Redhawks clear. The Redhawks now looking to come as Coleman does a little juggling act at the blue line. However, the Engineers regain possession. Under heavy pressure from Coleman, they're forced to retreat back into their own zone behind the net and look to break out, where number 7, Zach Schrader can control at the red line and send the puck in deep, and a shot is deflected and goes out of play. Coming up, we'll have a face-off to the left of goaltender Ryan McKay as the Engineers look to find a way to build some pressure on this Redhawks team of Ohio, of Miami, with 13 minutes and 47 seconds remaining here in this third period, down by 2 goals. And it looks like number 2 of the Redhawks, Taylor Reichart, is leaving the game at least momentarily for an injury of some sort. It looked like possibly bleeding from his upper body, maybe from his face, and he will be in the locker room for the time being. We will see if he comes back to the bench. This face-off is won by the Redhawks, and it is a fight now in the corner where the Redhawks are able to come away with the puck. They look to move it out, but a good keep by number 13 of the Engineers. Jared Wilson keeps the puck in play for the Engineers, and an errant shot careens off the boards, and now the Redhawks are able to start back out. A mishandle turns the puck over, and then a bad pass from the Engineers turns it right back over to the Redhawks, who are able to dump the puck deep into the Engineer zone. Wilson plays the puck up to Melanson on the sideboards, who's forced to retreat his own zone and has the puck taken away by the Redhawks, who move it to the high slot and get a shot off and a save by Kasdorf, and the puck comes out to center ice. Redhawks controlling the puck, coming back to their own zone, and now they'll look to come the other way as number 12, Alex Gasek, moves in and takes a shot on Kasdorf, which he waffle boards to the side. And now the Engineers will look to come out of their own zone as number 6, Phil Hampton, takes a big hit on the play. Engineers now in the Redhawks zone looking to get it deeper as Prapavesis moves through the slot and tries to spin pass through the high slot, but it is taken away by the Redhawks, who move the other way. A pass is deflected to the corner where it can be taken by Melanson, who tries to move it up the boards, but it is put back into the corner by the Redhawks. Battled for, still below the goal line and in the corner. These players are looking for the puck, and the puck comes out to the Engineers, who lose it in their feet, and the Redhawks are able to keep the puck in the zone. A good defensive play as the puck was coming through the zone, through the crease by number 2, Parker Reno, allows the Engineers to clear and get the puck deep and then go for a change. Meanwhile, the Redhawks look to break it out and pass through the neutral zone. They got over center ice. No, they did not, and this errant pass will go for an icing. 11:47 left in this third period as the Redhawks of Miami continue to lead the Engineers of RPI 3-1. The Engineers are also continually being outshot, with the shots now totaling 26 for the Redhawks and 15 for the Engineers. The Engineers really starting to get into crunch time now. They really need to find some offense if they hope to get back in this game. Redhawks control the face-off and come back out, but the Engineers are able to take the puck away in their own zone and clear it as far as center, but it's taken back over by the Redhawks, who are able to dump it down behind Kasdorf. Played in the corner by Bradley to number 22, Bradley Bell, who has the puck taken away. But now the puck comes out to center ice for the Engineers and finds its way into the corner behind the Redhawks goalie. A good forecheck by Bubella turns the puck over by the Redhawks for the Engineers, and they're able to take control down low in the Redhawks zone. Puck comes out to the point, and a one-time shot by Liljegren is gloved by Ryan McKay and held for a face-off.
350-464. Winner $175.
Face-off won by the Redhawks and controlled and sent back around to the other corner, but the Engineers get there first. Can they keep the puck in the zone? Battled for along the boards, and no one can come up with the puck yet, but the Redhawks eventually do come out with it and move the puck up through the zone. A slap shot from a bad angle is taken by the Redhawks, and Kasdorf's able to turn it aside, and now the Engineers look to take over from their own zone. The Engineers throw it up around the corner to the sideboards, where it's punched along, but no one is there to take control of the puck, and the Redhawks regain control at center ice. The Engineers now take control and move in, and number 13, Jared Wilson, throws a puck on net that is easily turned aside by the Redhawks goaltender, which allows the Redhawks to break back out and move into the Engineer zone on an offside play that will result on a face-off outside the Engineer zone. 10 minutes and 10 seconds left here in this game as the Redhawks of Miami continue to lead the Engineers of RPI 3-2-1. Face-off here, controlled by the Redhawks as they move it D to D at center ice and dump the puck back into the Engineer zone. Bradley back in the corner, but is stripped of the puck as the puck comes right back to that same corner, and Bradley looks to make a play and cannot. The Redhawks controlling, but the Engineers get a takeaway. It's a foot race now, and number 14 for the Engineers gets there. That is Riley Bourbonnais, who moves it to number 22, Bell of the Engineers, who finds Bourbonnais again, but he mishandled it and couldn't get the puck out of his feet. Dumped back into the corner, and Bell keeps it in. Bell moves the puck to Bradley at the other point, who dumps it back into the corner. Bourbonnais was working for the puck and is able to find a man, and Bradley fires a shot on goal as he found himself with the puck in the high slot. Bourbonnais fires a puck that is deflected just wide of the goal, and now number 8, Kenny Gillespie, will look to work the puck, and McKay will cover up in front of his net, but not without a couple of mitts to the masks of some of the players from each team, as it gets a little scruffy in front of goaltender Ryan McKay. No harm, no foul, and no penalties will be called, but the face-off will be to the left of McKay as he gets a breather and is having some trouble with his equipment. All right, McKay with his equipment all in order now, and here we look to the face-off to the right of McKay, and once again the Redhawks win the draw and move the puck behind their own net where it can be controlled. Now they look to come out, but they keep reversing the puck behind their own net once more, where it's taken over now, and now finally sent up to the sideboards, where the Engineers look to pressure, and Melanson is able to take the puck away and sends a centering pass that goes to no one, but he picks the puck back up and now moves it to Bourbonnais. Moves it to Prapavesis. Prapavesis puts the puck back deep into the zone. Battle for now in the corner, and Melanson comes out with the puck, and La Liberté now finds Prapavesis, who finds Melanson, who puts the puck in the back of the net. What a great pass play by the Engineers, as a tic-tac-toe passing play leads to a goal that they desperately needed, making this game 3-2, and the Houston Fieldhouse erupts here as these fans are happy to see their team get back into the game. A beautiful passing play that all started with hard work in the corner and on the boards to keep the puck. That's a goal by Melanson at 8 minutes and 36 seconds that brings the Engineers within one. Drew Melanson is assisted by Mike Prapavesis and Jacob La Liberté. Face-off now to the left of Jason Kasdorf is controlled by the Engineers, who break out of their own zone and try and chip it into the Redhawks zone, who have to retreat and behind their own net. Puck squirts out to the high slot where Prapavesis has his shot blocked, and now the puck will come back out to the center ice where the Redhawks will regain control, and an offside play as the Redhawks tried to enter the zone. Once again, that was just an absolutely gorgeous goal by the Engineers, as Drew Melanson put the puck in the back of the net off of a gorgeous feed by Mike Prapavesis and an initial great pass by Jacob La Liberté. That's the kind of play that they're going to have to do if they want to tie this game. They're going to have to get the goalie moving side to side and find a way to have the puck move faster than any of the defenders and find the back of the net. Meanwhile, the Engineers look to break back into the zone, and they do, as the puck is dropped off for Wilson, who carries the puck deep into the corner and is roughed up by number 33 Schmidt of the Redhawks. A centering pass is cut off by the Redhawks, and Melanson keeps in briefly and then sends it back in on the delayed offsides for the Engineers. Jake Wood now in on the forecheck as the Redhawks move out, and now they enter the Engineer zone, and they find a trailing man for a shot who misses the net high. In the Engineers corner, the puck is free, picked up by Jake Wood, who tries to move the puck out and moves to number 2, Parkerino, who moves it further, and now number 24, Bradley, with the puck, and he gets it deep. Controlled briefly by the Redhawks without being harassed by Jake La Liberté. Now on the sideboards, the two teams fight for the puck, and the puck skirts out to center, where La Liberté can control and move the puck to Bradley. Bradley enters the zone and looks for a centering pass for number 7, Zach Schrader, and has it go right through his stick. Melanson controls the puck in the zone and moves the puck up the sideboards, where Bradley keeps it at the point and fires a shot on net, where Ryan McKay will hold on for the faceoff. That line of La Liberté, Prapavesis, and Melanson putting pressure on again, and I'd be surprised if we don't see a lot of them in this remaining 6 minutes and 34 seconds of this third period. Face-off controlled by the Redhawks. But the puck comes out to number 18, Travis Fulton, who controls and sends the puck deep for Milos Bubella in the corner. Bubella has the puck taken away from him, but will work back, and the Redhawks will flip the puck out deep into the Engineer zone, where they will recover and try to start the puck back out. The Redhawks now looking to come out of their own end, dump the puck in from center ice, where the Engineers will go back behind their own net as Prapavesis picks up the puck and is going to look to skate it out. He moves the puck up the wing to Fulton, who dumps the puck deep, and the puck is chased by Bubella, who puts a hit on, and Fulton can't handle the bouncing puck, and the Redhawks start it out the other way. at the center ice. They dump it into the zone, but Engineers able to clear, and it comes back out to the red line to the Redhawks. Roughed up along the boards is number 2 of the Redhawks, Taylor Reichart. Meanwhile, the puck is played behind his own net by his teammates as they start out. Puck poked away along the boards by the Engineers, and number 27, Jake Wood, is able to take control of the puck as he enters the zone and carries and just flips the puck into the corner. Looking to put pressure on now. Wood goes after it, and now it moves to the other corner where it can be chased after by Jimmy DeVito. DeVito and Wood battling for it. Still Wood battling for it, and the Redhawks are able to come away with it, and a chip up the boards. Looked as though it might be a breakaway, but the Redhawks couldn't catch up to it, and the Engineers get back on the back check. On the sideboards now, Engineers and the Redhawks battling for the puck, which comes out to the point for the Redhawks, which move it point to point, and now a shot is deflected to the corner by the Redhawks. Behind the net now, the Redhawks control. They still have control, moving around, cycling the puck back low. Number 22, Bell, is looking to take the puck away from number 22 of the Redhawks, Morris, and is unable to do so. Still, Bell and Morris in the corner. Morris controlling, moves the puck. It's number 33, Andrew Schmidt. Schmidt puts the puck back into the corner, but now La Liberté of the Engineers is able to come in with the puck and flips the puck out to center, where it's regained by the Redhawks, and they dump it back into the zone deep. The Redhawks go for a change while Bell picks up the puck behind his own net. Bell moves the puck to his defensive partner, and then he moves it up to La Liberté. La Liberté is able to get the puck into the zone, but the Redhawks control. Now pressure coming from RPI as the defensemen start to pinch. Wilson with the pinch keeps the puck in. Wilson again keeping the puck in, but the puck is down low now in the corner. La Liberté tries to go behind the corner, tries to go behind the net and keep the puck. Puck comes out now to the point where it's walked in deep once again by the Engineers. Back out to the point, handling, spins and throws it back into the zone. And an interference penalty. Is going to come to number 5 of the Redhawks, Chris Joyaux, for interference at 3 minutes and 26 seconds left of the game. As the Engineers tried to move the puck from the point, Joyaux took out the defenseman and gets called for interference. This is a huge opportunity for the Engineers here as they get 2 minutes of the remaining 3 minutes and 26 seconds with the man advantage to try and find the tying goal. Interesting question here is, do we see Coach Appert pull Kasdorf and look for the 2-man advantage? It'd be a bit early, but it is the chance you take to try and get back in this game. The Engineers enter the zone on an offside, and the puck and the face-off will be outside the zone, and a full house change for the Engineers brings on Melanson, Liljegren, and Wood at the forwards for this remaining part of the power play. Melanson dumps the puck into the zone after a face-off win by the Engineers. Liljegren now has the puck on the sideboards and looks to find Prapavestis on the point. Prapavestis moves the puck over to number 13, Jared Wilson, who carries the puck low and moves the puck now to Wood. Wood up to Melanson, who moves it over to Prapavestis. Prapavestis looks and finds Wilson on the side, and he takes a bad angle shot, which is covered up by McKay, and the face-off will be on the left dot in the Redhawks zone. A minute and 19 seconds left in this power play, 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in the game. RPI needing 1 goal to pull even with the Redhawks. Face-off won by the Redhawks, and they're able to clear only as far as center ice, where the puck is controlled by Wood. Wood skating back into his own net. It's taken down, and the Engineers are going to get a 2-man advantage. They purposely let the Redhawks touch up, and the Engineers are going to get a 2-man advantage as the Redhawks take a tripping penalty as Wood was retreating into his own zone. It's going to be number 9 of the Redhawks, Sean Corrali, who takes the tripping penalty with 2 minutes and 31 seconds of the game. We're going to have 5-on-3 opportunity for the Engineers here for 1 minute and 5 seconds. And then after that expires, barring a goal by the Engineers will still have another 55 seconds of a 5-on-4 power play. And Miami has elected to use their timeout here before they jump into the fire of having to defend a 5-on-3 power play in the waning minutes of the game to hold on to the lead. It'll be interesting to see who's on the ice for the Engineers. You've got Melanson and Bradley who have goals. You got to think that at least one of them is going to be on the ice. And then you've got the beautiful passing from Mike Prapavesis and Jacob Laliberte. And we've seen a lot of Mike Prapavesis in this third period and in the end of the second period. You got to think he's going to be on the ice. Right now, it looks like it's going to be Prapavesis, Wilson, Laliberte, Bubella, DeVito, it's going to be Bubella, Laliberte, DeVito, Prapavesis, and Wilson are going to be starting this 5-on-3 power play. Huge face-off coming up here to the left of McKay. And the Redhawks are able to control and clear the zone. Kasdorf out, moves the puck up to Prapavesis. Prapavesis will look to carry, and he moves the puck to Bubella. Bubella looking to move in with some speed, comes around the net, looks for Laliberte and it slides past him, but up to Prapavesis. Prapavesis to Wilson, back to Prapavesis. Now Wilson, now Prapavesis looks, finds Melanson. Now Bubella and Laliberte can't control, and the puck is going to be cleared all the way down the ice. No, stopped at center by Wilson. Wilson will look to carry back in. Wilson, one-on-one. Puck move to the corner as Wilson lost his stick. Prapavesis holds at the point. Looking to set up now. Wilson and Prapavesis catch. Wilson takes a shot and misses the net. Working on the boards. Prapavesis trying to hold the puck and get some help from DeVito, but the Redhawks clear. 10 seconds left on this 5-on-3, and the Engineers are behind their own net, are going to have to break out. 5-on-3 is now over with 1 minute and 25 seconds left in this game. 53 seconds left in the power play as Bradley moves up with the puck. Kasdorf is out of the net. They're looking for a sixth attacker. Moves the puck on the sideboards now. Looks for Laliberte down low. Moves the puck up to number 22, Bell. Now to Wood at the point. Fumbles a bad pass, and now it's number 14, Bourbonnais, who moves the puck to Bradley. Bradley to Bell. Bell looks, shoots, misses the net. And the Redhawks try and clear and are unable to, and the puck squirts out. Melanson now on this. I'm sorry, not Melanson. Jake Wood puts the puck back in deep, and the Redhawks will clear the puck. 40 seconds left in this game. 9 seconds left in the power play. The Engineers are going to get one more rush on the power play. And they drop it back for number 14, Riley Bourbonnais, and they enter offsides. No, I'm sorry. They're going to get a penalty here. Wow. That's a bad break for the Engineers as they take a penalty with 30.8 seconds left in the game. Kasdorf is going to come back into his net. That's Jake Wood, number 27 of the Engineers, called for interference with 30.8 seconds left in the game. And now the Redhawks are going to be on the power play. Redhawks control the faceoff and keep the puck deep. The Engineers come with the puck and they look to skate it out. Kasdorf back to the bench. They'll have to tie it up at 5-on-5. Puck in deep for the Engineers. 12 seconds left. Puck in the corner, fighting for it. Laliberte is in the corner, fighting for it. 4 Engineers trying to get the puck. 5 Engineers trying to get the puck. Prapavesis comes out with the puck. 2 seconds left, and the Redhawks are going to win this game 3-2. A valiant effort by the Engineers in the waning moments of this game, unable to capitalize on a 5-on-3 power play and a subsequent 5-on-4 power play. That penalty at the end of the game with the remaining 30 seconds put them a man short, which could have been a huge factor had they been able to remain 5-on-5. The Engineers were pressing and were generating a lot of chances in this second half of the third period, but it would be too little too late as the Redhawks of Miami win the game 3-2 over the Rensselaer Engineers. This is a game in which the Engineers didn't find their game soon enough. For the first two periods, the Redhawks were able to completely dominate the game. They were dominating shots on goal, one-on-one battles, winning pucks in the corners, and winning faceoffs. The Engineers were able to find a goal early in the game, which kept their heads above water, and then a great passing play gave them a good chance to tie it as they pulled within one, and they really started to take a stride in the third period. However, it was too little too late. At one point, the shots on goal were 2-1 in favor of the Redhawks, and that game ended with the shots on goal being 27-23. Really goes to show how well the Engineers were playing at the end of the game. They didn't have the sense of urgency they needed to soon enough. They found it, but they found it too late. They really just weren't able to find enough good scoring chances, and they weren't really able to test McKay throughout the game to give themselves a good chance to win. It was an uphill battle for the whole game, and it was an uphill battle in which they came up just a little bit short. So we're going to go with the offensive and defensive Engineers of the game. Overall, a great game by a number of players, and I think the best player on the ice tonight was probably, for the Engineers, might have been Chris Bradley, both offensively and defensively. So I'm going to go ahead and give Bradley the defensive player of the night for the Engineers, defensive Engineer of the night, and we'll give Drew Melanson, who was all around the ice, all around the net, got some of the Engineers' best chances tonight, and ended up scoring a goal for the Engineers tonight. He will be our offensive Engineer of the game. Once again, WRPI would like to thank the Rensselaer Union, which provides the funding for WRPI and all the club-related activity of the Institute, including WRPI's coverage of RPI hockey, football, and baseball. WRPI is on the World Wide Web. Point your browser to WRPI.org and you can pick up WRPI's broadcast 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So long as WRPI is broadcasting, we will provide the broadcast on our internet feed. Once again, that is WRPI.org. And a reminder that WRPI Sports is seeking current RPI students to make live calls of RPI athletic events, such as this one. There are opportunities this season to get on the air for men's and women's hockey. For more information or to express interest, contact us at wrpi-sports@rpi.edu. This has been Rob Orban for Live at the Houston Fieldhouse, where the final score was 3-1 in favor of the Redcats, or the Redhawks of Miami, over the Engineers of RPI here in Troy, New York. You have been listening to live coverage of Engineer hockey on 91.5 FM WRPI Troy.